Hello, here in this video, we're going to be looking at week 25. So let's go ahead and take a look at this first page, where it wants us to find the vertex. Alright, now, whenever we think about finding the vertex, we know that the little formula that helps us get started is this, because we're looking for a coordinate point for our vertex. Negative b divided by 2a. This is the important formula that tells us the x-coordinate of our vertex. Alright? So let's go ahead and just pick one of these and talk about it. Let's look at number 5. Alright, now, if we're looking for the vertex, we first need to identify where these things are. It's just alphabetical. A is the number with the x squared. So in this case, it's going to be an invisible 1. There's a 1, x squared. 1's going to be my a value. Our b value is going to be this negative 12. In this case, we don't need the c value, right? The vertex form is just negative b divided by 2a. 2a. Alright, so the way I like to do this is I write out my formula and I leave a spot for my b and my a. And my b is a negative 12. Notice how we're bringing in this negative sign from this, even though there's already one with the formula. Right, we need both. And our a is a 1. Alright, so when I try to go negative 12 is 1 is 2. So it looks like our x coordinate is a sorry. Okay, so here's our 6. Now, to find this y-coordinate, there's two ways of doing it. Right, one way that we can do is we can take our original equation, except everywhere that I had an x, we can plug in what our x is equal to. This is one way, right? So here's our original equation, but everywhere I have an x, I left an open spot so that I can plug in my 6. Now, all of this will tell us what our y-coordinate's equal to. Right, and if we were to type that in and evaluate that, what we would get is a 10. All right, if we were to take our calculators and get that plugged in, just as it looks, right? We got our 6 squared, get the minus 12 times the 6, plus the 46, we get a 10. The other way we talked about in class is to enter in the equation. So if we have our x squared minus 12x plus a 46, and then we go to second and graph, we'll look at our table, and if we go to that 6, we can see here that we did indeed find the vertex because we see the symmetry exists above and below it here. Right? What I mean by that is this. If this is indeed our vertex, then these numbers have to be the same, and they are. 11 and 11. These numbers have to be the same, and they are. Because the vertex is the middle of our parabola. So once we find it, the numbers around it should all be symmetrical. Okay? So that's how we would find our vertex of the 6, 10. Alright, so week 25, page 2 is us factoring. We did this first 2 in class. Let's swing down to one like this. The first step is to multiply our first and our third term. Now our first term, it's an invisible 1. So when I go to multiply these, we've got a 1 times a 30, which gives us a 30. So I need the factors of the result. What number to multiply together to give us a 30, then add to give us our second term. We can see our second term is an 11. Right? And we're looking for that combination. So there's a whole bunch of factors. And as you're working through the list, you have to find which one also matches up with the 11. Even though there's other ones, right? Get in there as well. But only one of these is going to work also for this. And it's this one, right? Because 5 plus 6 also gives me an 11. So we'll set up our variables with our correct factors. We've got a positive 6 here for us. All right? Now, we have to go back and divide by our first term. Since our first term is just a 1, right, dividing by 1 isn't going to change anything. We don't have to worry about these steps. Right, and you can double check that this is equivalent to this by multiplying back out. All right, so week 25, page 3, is going to have us simplifying number under the square roots and taking our squares, and not forgetting to put our positive in here. So let's go on down here to number 4. All right, let's simplify this, the number under the square root. Well, 5 squared, which gives us 25. Now I need to subtract 4 times 2 times 4. 4 times 8 times 16. The 25 minus 16 tells me that the number I'm really taking the square root. So all of this is a 9. So then when we take the square root of 9, what number multiply by itself? That's a 3. And it could be or negative 3 times. That would be our answer right there. Right, and page 4 for us, that's just going to be our classic two-step equations. So let's go ahead and take a look down here at number 8. So we know we take care of the addition or subtraction first. So we will subtract 3 here, and we'll get that x divided by 4. Don't be intimidated by the fractions. This is just x divided by a 3. So we know the opposite of divided by 3. Alright, so this is just classic two-step equations.